All right, guys, we might have a guest appearance today. He is in the studio. Question is will he jump up on the table? We'll have to find out. All right, guys, yesterday, if you didn't watch yesterday's video, I highly recommend that you watch it. It's titled The New Way to Play Craps, and it's called the 3-Bank, and it is absolutely amazing. It is amazing system. It is the new way to play this game. I don't even think that you need to waste your time on anything else. I'm being honest with you. I always loved the 6-8. If you want to play if you want to use the same concept with the don't pass in the 6 and 8, that would be a good system. So if you want to play a don't pass, when you lose on the don't pass, you do it the same way that I showed you how to play a don't pass. If you do that with the 6-8, so if your point is a 6 or an 8, then what you could do is just block out your don't pass by betting the 6. So let's say the point's a 6 and you've got the don't pass and you're normally playing the 6 and 8. What I would probably do is just block the 6 out and just wait until it rolls out. I wouldn't even challenge a 6-8 if I have the don't pass. Now what's cool though is if you do your bet sizing correctly with the don't pass, you can make the don't pass work if you play it correctly. So I'm going to go ahead. So my point is that this is the only other method that I would play. It's different for me because I can play a navigation game and be very successful. Most people are not able to do that. So my navigation game is pretty much off the chain. Like I can make thousands of dollars every time I play it. Now this 6-8 with the don't pass, I'll show you guys that one in the next video. Okay, I'll play that one in the next video, and we'll call it the 68 don't press. Okay, the 68 don't press. Well, actually, do we call it? I'm sorry, the 68 press. The don't press. Yeah, the don't press is what we call it. So we'll do that one on the next episode, and I'll show you the correct way to do it. And that would be the second way that I would recommend that you play. Okay, so I'll show you the new way to play the game. If you didn't watch yesterday's video, I'm basically going to do it again. It should have a win rate. Uh-oh, he's on the table, folks. We may have a guest appearance coming up in your television right about there. And there he is, folks. I tell you what, he has been so good lately. He is growing into a big boy because, when I got him, he was a baby. And his eye is like completely healed. He's got his beautiful green eyes again, and he's super soft, and he just has the best little personality. So he's really turned out to be a great indoor cat. All right, so anyway, let's go ahead and get started. I forgot what I was talking about, but I'm going to start it at 50, guys. We'll start with the pass line. You guys know that I prefer to start with pass lines because I like the 7s on the come out. Okay, there's a 4. Okay, here we go. There's a 6. So you guys will see how this is played. And this is the only way between the 6-8 structure and the don't. I'll show you how to do that. And this way I'm playing right now is going to be the only way to play this game. I'm telling you, okay? All right, so we're going to lose 50. I'm going to pay them 50 right here. Okay? So when you lose once, you just repeat the same dollar amount. Okay, there's a 9. Okay, here we go. An 11. An 8. A 6, 2, 5, 6, 8. Lately, I've been having some long rolls, like super long rolls on this table lately. It's been crazy. 8. And there's a 9. Okay. Yeah, the casino's dice might be a little rigged. I got to be honest with you, because I almost think they're a little rigged. I almost think that what they do is they weigh down certain numbers a little, just a fraction. See, what they do is when they drill these holes and place these little, numbers and stuff like that, it's very possible that those are slightly off to favor the casino. I really wouldn't doubt that. I know casinos don't like me here to say that, but it does seem like a higher 7 ratio at a casino. Okay, so, well, I don't know. I don't know if I should say that, because I do get, I have thrown a lot of 7s in a row on this table. Okay, so we are going to get 50. Now we're going to rack that because we're just now even. So that's one of the things that I teach you, is to make sure that you replenish your money before you start pressing, okay? So here we go. Okay, so there's our 7. This is why I prefer the pass line bet over the don't pass when you're playing the new way to play, okay? So you're going to get $50. Now is when we press it, okay? Now you can move it to the don't pass here. We'll keep it on the pass line. You can move it anything you want. You could even put it on a 6 if you want. Say if you put it on the 6, you would have won. All right, so we got a good point. There's a 10. 5. 4. 12. 5. He's making me laugh because he's trying to, he starts to try to block the shot. So there's a 7. So if we would have won, we would already, that would have been 200, and we would already been up 150. So we lost. That happens. It happens. That's why we call this system the 3 bank. We need 3 wins in a row, and then you got big bank. All right, so we're down. So we lost on the pass line, right? So we're going to go back on the pass line. Okay, so that is the second loss in a row. Okay, there's a 5. 7. Okay, so that's 3 losses in a row. And now we're going to go up a unit. So we go from 50 to 75. Okay? And there's a 7. Okay, so we're going to take that 75. Now we're going to rack our 75, and then we're going to reduce our bet to $50. Why? Well, because we're even. We're even. Okay, we're not up, we're not down, we're even. And there's another 7. This is exactly why I prefer the pass line over the don't pass. I do not like the don't pass at all. I'm not a fan of it, but it's okay because of the system that I put together, okay? So we're going to get $50, and now we get to press it, all right? So we'll try the pass line again. Okay, there's a 9. So we got a chance. A 10. And there's a 9. There's a winner, winner, chicken dinner. Okay, so we had lost 3 times in a row, and now we won 2 times in a row. And we pressed it. So now look at this, okay? So I want you to think about this. There's $100. All right, so you have 200. So the first thing we're going to do is fill our rack. So we actually were down 75, all right? So I had to use 75 of that money. The rest is profit. The rest is profit. So I want to show you something. Okay, we're up $125. Now, we had lost 3 in a row, and we only won 2 in a row. So, Sweet Pea, you're knocking the camera over, little buddy. So, let me make sure the camera's okay. Sweet Pea's getting crazy on me. All right, so now what do we have? We have the casino by the balls, by the cojones. We got them by the cojones. Because we got all of our money in our rack, you have several options here. You can either just leave with the 125. If you don't have a bankroll, just do it. Just leave with the money. Because you should be able to win 9 out of 10 when you play this. So if you leave with the money, you're going to build up $5,000. It might take you some time. There's going to be days that you win a lot more than that. But if you don't have the money, you have to start with something. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go for the 3 bank. Okay? Now, am I going to do it on a don't pass or a pass? Which one should I do? All right? There's a better chance to throw a 7 on the come out. So we're going to go with the pass line again. Okay? Here we go. Okay, we almost did it. Almost don't count though. That's a 6. But that's a good, decent number for us. There's an 11. Eight. 10. 5. 6. There it is. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. There it is right there. All right. So now you're going to get $125. And now you got $250 profit. Okay. So now when you get into spots like this, okay, everything depends. I mean, you guys hear me say it a million times. You just hear me say it a million times. Everybody is different. I can't teach this kind of stuff. I can show you how to win. I can't teach how to walk away with profits. I can't teach how to manage money. I can't do it. I can help you with bet sizing like you see me do, but some of you guys will still be stubborn with that. But if you got $250 here that you're up in profit, we got $5,000 in our rack, we got $250. We literally played for like 10 minutes, okay? The system is consistently winning. You didn't really see me get to show too much of it, but you can watch the other video to see it more in detail. But what you can do here, there's several things that you can do, okay? You can use this money to play where it's very difficult for the casino to get the money back. So instead of starting with 50, you could say, okay, I'm going to go ahead and do 25 on a don't pass. All right. Now, if you lose, obviously that loss goes there. And then the system is you have to lose 3 times in a row before you add a unit. So you would just go right back to the quarter. All right. If you win, now you just got your money back. Okay. Do it again. You lose. You add a quarter. You lose. You add a quarter. You win. You get this back. And you could either just, you rack this back. You win, you lose. Goes over here. Now you lost 2 times. You go back to the quarter. You win. You get this back. You win again. You're even. You push it to the pass line. You win. They give you a quarter. And then you press. So you can make it very difficult for the casino to get that money back. Or you can go for the big cajone, and if you get one more win, for what started off at $50 would become $500. So what you're doing is you're building this up to win off of the casino's money. It is the #1 way to play this game. This system that I put together will literally change the way that everybody should be playing this game. If you play this way, it's going to be a big difference for the casino's profits. There's no ifs or buts about it. Now, I'll tell you what we're going to do. For those of you that are still watching, you're going to get a cool bonus, okay? We're going to cash out. We're going to put this money back. We got our $5,000 here. We already won our $250, right? All right. So we took the money. I'm going to play, because it's early, I'm going to play the 6-8 with the don't on the way that I would do the second option to play, okay? We're going to play the 68 don't pass press, okay? We're going to start with $50 on the don't pass, okay? Here we go. Okay, that's a 5. So never work the 6-8 with the don't pass on the come out. Never, ever do that. That's just foolish. Because if you throw the 7, you're losing 3 ways. That's just foolish to do that. You need the don't pass to help with the 6-8. So because we don't have a 6-8, we have these open. Now, I'm not going to cap these today, guys. I'm not going to cap them with $5 more, okay? I'm not going to get 5s change right now. All right, so here we go. Okay, so boom, there's your 6. That would normally pay you 30. We're just going to take a quarter, okay? That would normally pay you 35, but we don't have 30. We're supposed to get, never mind. You guys understand. Okay, so now, all right, now you can afford to just keep this there. You don't have to worry about anything, all right? Now, if you wanted to, what I think is a great idea is you could come down on this and put $50 on your 5. You could buy the 5 for $50 because now you already won $35 because you hit the 6, right? So you're already up 35. If you hit the 5, you get 70 and you lose 50. You'll win $20. Okay? If you throw the 7, you break even. Or you could put 25 on the 5. If you throw the 5, you get 35. So you'll lose $10 back. If you throw the 7, you actually get a quarter more as a bonus. Okay, so you would end up with $50 on the shooter. Okay, so there's a 5. All right. So boom, you get 35, you lose $15. Okay, you won 30, you lost 15. All right, so you still made a profit. So you could play that way as well. All right, there's so many things that you could do to always protect the profit for every shooter. If you can win $15, $30, $40, $50 for every shooter, you're going to be successful. Okay. All right, so we'll do it again. We'll go $50 on the don't. Okay, there's an 8. Okay, so since this point is an 8, all right, you could go ahead and just do the 6 and the 9 if you want. Okay, there's a 4. There's a 9. Okay, so you get your $35. We'll just take a quarter. Okay, we're going to come down on that and we'll put a quarter, or I'm sorry, we'll put $30 on the 8. And now we'll roll. If the 7 comes, we get a bonus of $20. Okay, there's your 7. Okay, so now you get an extra bonus of $20. Or I'm sorry, you get, in this particular case, you get $25. Okay, you lose a quarter, you win 50. So you get to keep that. All right, now what you can do is you can now press the profit that you're up on the pass line or the don't pass. It doesn't matter because you're not doing the 6 and 8 anymore. Okay, so the logic is you have to learn the bet patterns to how to do the don't pass press correctly. And the only way you're going to do that is watching the other videos that I made on it. Okay? All right, guys, that's it for today. Hope you enjoy that. Those are the 2 best ways to play this game. There is no better ways, guys. You guys can try to master my navigation. I don't know. That one, I got to be honest with you, I don't know if a lot of you guys can do navigation the way that I do it because I just am really, I can't explain it, but I have this intuition that just like, I've got these like weird senses, man, where I can just know what's coming. It's just weird. I can't explain it, man. But it's just something that it's just natural for me. Some of you probably might have that. I really don't know. Some of you guys might have that. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Do me a quick favor if you can before you go and hit that like button for me, okay? It helps the channel out. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and sign off now. If you can do that real quick before I go, I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much.